The Aloha Stadium project has moved past a major hurdle. Governor David Ige signed the state budget, leaving in place $400 million for financing of the new Aloha Stadium in Halawa. With me now is State Senator Glenn Wakai. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Great to be here with you, Jeremy.
Great to have you. What does this mean?
It means we can finally move forward. The legislature has created a process as well as given Governor Ige the money. Now the ball literally rests in his hands. From here, he has to sign what's called an EIS, an environmental impact statement. That will get the process moving. From there, an RFP, a request for proposal, will be put out. And this is where it's kind of like Shark Tank. We have three finalists for general contractors. They will put on their best presentations. The state will make a choice later this year, hopefully, maybe as early as next year. And then whoever that lucky winner is will be able to demolish the stadium. Then hopefully by the tail end of 2023, we'll start construction. And that's where it gets a little bit, the timeline is a little bit murky because we don't know how supply chain issues, labor issues will affect things, but hopefully in 2 years we'll have a new stadium.
All right, and we've seen some renderings. I know that there's been a lot of images that have been out there. Are these different candidates that are making proposals on some of these? This is a new image I hadn't seen before.
These are just renderings, so the stadium of the future might look similar to this, might look a little bit different from this, but this is kind of to just give the public kind of an idea of what to expect. It's going to be, as you can see, very different from the Aloha Stadium that we have today.
Now, the big question is, who would the tenant be? Because it's one thing to build all this. Any prospects about who might be moving in?
Yep. Of course, we're going to have University of Hawaii, but keep in mind that's only 6 or 7 games a year. We cannot continue to operate it based purely on UH football revenue. So we are already in negotiations and have letter of intents from United Soccer League. They're the minor league soccer. They're willing to put a franchise here. And MRL, Major League Rugby, they're another entity. Together, they're going to play 40 dates there. So you can imagine 40 play dates means a lot of revenue. And perhaps then we can give the University of Hawaii free access to the stadium.
And how would this be funded? Obviously, it's the taxpayer that is footing the bill. And many would like to know, how has this vision changed in the last year? Where does it stand now?
Well, right now we have $400 million in the bank, and in the previous iterations of this financing, it was bond issuances, meaning we have to go to the market and then sell and buy, have people buy the bonds. This is cash on hand. It's like, am I going to buy a burger with cash or am I going to buy it with a credit card? We're buying it with cash.
I see. And as far as, the swap meet has been an issue, what kind of things would be, what kind of events would be held? Would there be concerts? Would you be able to make way for certain cultural or community events? Is the sort of table, was it wide open?
Yep. We want to have this facility more than just for UH football, in high school football. So you're absolutely correct. We're going to have more Bruno Mars concerts, more Guns N' Roses, more monster trucks, as I mentioned, soccer and rugby, and just an assortment, drone racing in the future stadium. Everything is on the table, esports as well. We're going to try to embrace kind of the 21st century sports as well.
All right. Well, thank you very much. State Senator Glenn Wakai with us. I appreciate you being here.